taking a break from all the games I've been playing, and I'm feeling a little bit sick, so I think it's a little easier for me to cast a game. This is a game between TheViper and Ganji. This is from the Wandering Warriors Cup 2, which, if you don't know, all games are nomad starts. Obviously, we have TheViper in his signature yellow color. And we have Ganji, who is Swedish, in his blue color. Kind of funny, the two colors give us the Swedish flag. When, Ganji's the Swede and Viper's the Norwegian. So this is a map called Nomad Lakes. And we've got Ganji as the Bohemians, and TheViper as the Spanish. Now, my understanding is both these two civs are have a full monk tech tree. Bohemians have amazing monks. Spanish have amazing monks. That's what they have most in common, I think, between these two. And then, of course, they're both gunpowder civs as well. The Spanish have faster firing gunpowder, and the Bohemians, they have all the gunpowder techs, plus Hufnice, which is the upgrade for bombard cannon. And they can research chemistry in the Castle Age, letting them train gunpowder being hand cannons in the Castle Age. That said, Bohemian hand cannons are generic. There's nothing special about them, unlike, say, Hindustani or Spanish or Italian hand cannons that all have some kind of bonus. But if you go to Imperial Age, besides being able to train them faster, they have no bonus at all. So let's take a look at, we see TheViper has docked Ganji's pond, right? It's closer to Ganji here. But Ganji's got no sight of that. And then TheViper, it looks like he's also got no sight that this is Ganji's pond. He did see this town center, though, so he may have knowingly docked here. Now, I don't think TheViper records his gameplay of these tournaments, especially if there's a lot at stake. So I guess we wouldn't know for sure what his thought process was here. But yeah, obviously you want to do a sort of water start. You get a bunch on wood to start on this nomad map, as opposed to having, fewer. We've got 3 for Viper, 2 for Ganji. Normally you'd be going all food at this point. And then an early loom from Viper. Very interesting. Not sure why. He must have not had the food to keep creating villagers, so he chose loom. That's the most likely case. But this is a long game. It's an hour plus tax. Game time, of course, not real time. But very interesting map we've got here. We have 5 relics, just like standard. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, somewhere over there. There's a relic. I can't see it. Why am I so blind? Oh, it's hiding behind the trees. 1 here, 1 here. So 5 relics in total. These 2 ponds, obviously lots of fish in them to be gathered. A good 3,600 food in this one. And then I'm sure the numbers are the same, if not mostly the same in this pond. Both of them fishing it up already. 2 fishing ships from TheViper, only 1 from Ganji. No idle TC time really from either of them, so both very clean starts from them. Obviously TheViper needs no introduction, very well known player. Ganji's also a very top player, of course. They both played recently in the Battle for Scandinavia Cup, which is, I believe, only Scandinavian countries invited. Funny, though, because TheViper does live in Germany. He is Norwegian, but he does not live in Norway anymore. And then this cup, this tournament they met, I can just clear this out. You can probably find the full set from Dave, Mem, T90. I'm sure they've all got the Wandering Warriors Cup. The full set between Ganji and TheViper here. But this game I found to be the most exciting of them all. It's a masterpiece, for sure. Now, we can speed this up a little bit because there's not much going on here. Let's get to Feudal Age, then we can slow back down to normal speed. I'll just zoom out for a full view of the map. Lots of cows. 21 cows left on the map. Alright, feudal in a bit, so we're going to speed up to that. And here we go. Early stone and gold from Viper. Obviously, we're Spanish, right? Spanish love their castle drops. Right now, I sort of favor Ganji's economy, though. He's going to have the fire ships out. It looks like he is scouted. Must be that he is scouted. this dock so he knows there's going to be fish. He's to feudal age faster. He's going to get the fire ships out faster. So these fishing ships are likely going to die. In the meantime, Viper has docked this pond, knowing that it might be a problem, because he's aware that Ganji is already feudal. Let's see if he responds. He responds with a demolition raft. A very wise choice against fire ships, I think. But here it comes. We're going to lose some of these. And no reaction yet. We're scouting around with the cow. We're on gold here, so it looks like it'll be archers from Ganji. As soon as he's got the wood, of course, for all of those things. And then one on stone's really kind of funny. Just one. Where are we headed with this? Oh! Painful. Much cheaper investment. Much faster time to produce. And destroyed 2 fishing ships. Painful. That could have been microed better by Ganji. That's going to be painful long term. Well, it's all fine. We're going to lose some, we're going to lose this villager. Wow, already a lot of exciting stuff happening. When money's on the line, you know, these exciting things happen. Ganji does not have a loom yet. This is a problem for him. Ganji showing the quick walls too. You think only you can quick wall Viper? Amazing. He throws it down. We're training a galley now though, so we're going to be able to stop too much aggression. So it looks like Ganji's firmly going to have control of this pond. The Viper's going to have control of this. Oh no! What happened? I looked away for 1 second. That's going to be a dead villager. Wow, I guess he must have just tapped on it, then tapped immediately on the dock, didn't build his buildings enough. Viper was able to attack it and get through. Villagers do have a bonus against buildings. They have +3 attack, or is it +6? I'll have to check. +3 against buildings, I believe, +6 against stone defenses, being harbors, stone walls, watchtowers, all of those buildings. Creposts and castles, I think, are not included in that category. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I can check. Let's see. Castles, do they count for that kind of defense? Yeah, they do not count as a stone defense. Okay, so let's check the exploration for both players at this point. A lot explored by the Viper. A lot by Ganji. They've done a great job. It's really hard to justify walking around with your villagers in Nomad because you feel like you're losing time, but all the while you get a lot more visibility. You can gather up some cows all over the map. Let's see how many of these there are now. 18, so there's still plenty of cows on the map. And we're going to lose this outpost. Here we go. We're trying to dock again. There should be a... I guess Viper canceled that galley. Training it up again. Maybe it would have been wise to just make one anyway. Just to prevent any future dock drops. You know that was coming. So, Blacksmith Market from Ganji. Going to Castle still a little bit later than the Viper, who's also going Blacksmith Market. Sort of what happens on Nomad maps a lot of the time. People just drop Blacksmith Market, go fast Castle. And let the game begin after that. So the Viper is housed. Luckily, he doesn't have anything to train right now. He's going to lose another house in a moment here. So he is... He was 8 population housed for a second. Did luckily get that galley out in the meantime, though. Was able to stop the second dock from going up. Ganji had to delete this wall to try to run away, but this scout was created before being housed in time. So unfortunate timing for Ganji. We're adding another dock here, so kind of as predicted, we're going to have... this guy's got to move. Likely we're going to have this pond controlled by the Viper, this one controlled by Ganji. Alright, castle age for both of them. Let's see what they're going for. Viper's dropping a castle here. This will be nice. You can just move your fishing ships underneath, and then they will absolutely shred whatever ships come underneath. Especially if you add heated shot, it'll be a huge problem bringing ships underneath. And let's see if Ganji can see this. He will see this castle coming up. Gonna repair, gotta save the one. In the meantime, we're gonna be able to get a second fire galley out, though. Now, a little bit more idle TC from Ganji, but it doesn't matter. He's had a way better fishing economy here. So, he's ahead and resources collected. second and third town centers for Ganji, so we're booming up. No army on land, just pure boom, fighting for this pond. I like the game plan from Ganji here. It looks really good, honestly. The Viper, meanwhile, staying on one town center and training a conquistador now. Now we're making some army. And look at that, Ganji's preventing any fishing from happening here. Viper doesn't want to invest anything into stopping these ships. There is a fire galley here, but not being repaired, so it's not very useful at the moment. And here we go, just one conquistador, only one. Now, another thing to note is Bohemians do get the mining upgrades for free, so you have to invest in it as Spanish to keep pace with the Bohemians. And frankly, I like the Bohemian economy a little bit better. Your units build faster for Spanish, and you get 20 gold back for each technology you research. Blacksmith upgrades cost no gold, but the Bohemians economy I think is just better with the free mining upgrades. Once you do get fervor, it'll speed up your villager movement speed as well, and sanctity increases the health of your villagers. Not as much as it would for the Spanish, though. So another thing these two civs have in common, right? They both got fully upgradable monks. They've both got a gold bonus. They've both got something to benefit their villagers. And here we go. This conquistador is attacking this outpost. We've got a missionary out. Gonna harass these villagers. We did convert one. Now, it is going to get crazy. I am going to admit that. I don't think I'll be able to capture all the action, because there's just going to be so much. There we go. We're going to have Monk Wars, probably. Atonement coming in now for both of them. Wheelbarrow for the Viper. So he's going to start catching up on these resources collected here. Maybe not with 4 town center production. It's going to be difficult. Missionary looking to convert the fire ships. These missionaries are going to be very powerful. And Viper, if he's able to convert all these, he may be able to take back control of both ponds. Uh-oh, that'll be a find. Viper does not see it. But the scout cavalry gets away anyway, so neither player looking there at the moment. This is super inaccurate. I don't know why you don't just run up to it, but you probably just patrolled your guy. Viper seems to be reclaiming control now of the north pond. Yes, looks like Viper's going to have that. And a castle from Ganji now. Now, it might be Ganji. I'll be honest, considering that it's Swedish. J probably doesn't make a J sound like it would in English. But I'm going to continue to call him Ganji. Wow, here we go. 9 missionaries. We are going all out. We're getting devotion ourselves so we can win the Monk Wars. Now, we have not gotten the first unique technology, so we actually still have less range. Oh, looks like we did get it. I must have missed that. We did miss the plus range technology coming in. Let's see, can I see it here? Yes, it has been researched. And no unique technology from Ganji. Just harassing all the fishing ships here. Now you'll notice, what I think is important here is Ganji has not researched wheelbarrow. With 70 villagers, that's about the time you'd want to say, I am going to research wheelbarrow. Yeah, just convert and destroy them. That's great, they can't be converted back. So we're going missionary. Oh no! Whoa! Incredible conversions. That is amazing. Redemption coming in a little bit late, though. These wagons are going to kill some of Ganji's own monks. Scout cavalry down. And the wagons, Wagon Monk, it's a fantastic choice. You know, played by players such as Morg, up even at the 2000 ELO range and above. It's a very hard composition to beat, because you want to go siege to beat the wagons. But of course, Bohemians get fully upgradable monks, who can convert your siege. so it's a difficult composition to beat. Of course, conquistadors with oh, so many conversions. Wow. This is why I'm casting this game. There's amazing. And look at that. We have 44 villagers and we have clicked on the Imperial Age. That is crazy. All we've invested in is missionaries, a couple fire ships, and one conquistador. Now we're going to convert some buildings. Great choice. A very nice use of redemption. Oh no! Look at all these conversions. Wow, heresy being researched now. 1,000 gold gone. Just to stop these monks. Wild. That is a huge investment to make, but it is so worth it when your enemy has so many monks against you. It might even be worth going heavy on the light cav. And we're going to convert this archery range too. It's going to be converted. Its heresy has been researched. It's just destroyed. These missionaries are harassing so much of Ganji's economy. And Ganji's done nothing to protect this pond, and Viper now has reclaimed both ponds. You fall into a sense of security, right? A false sense of security when you have both the ponds under your control. That they eventually get both taken back. And now the Viper going to come convert this, but obviously heresy comes in. It will destroy it. Now here's a mistake. No fletching for the Viper. This is on the hill. It's going to slowly attack this castle. I anticipate that castle going down eventually. Destroying this dock. Now would maybe be a good time to send one vill down. Okay, these vills are coming somewhere. Going to build a lumber camp. So barely any on wood for the Viper. Tons on gold, tons on wood for Ganji. He's thinking full archers. I am going archers. Archers are great against monks. The problem is the mobility of the missionaries. That's the only issue here. This is why I think it might be better to go for light cap. These missionaries are just a little too mobile. And this trebuchet is out already. This castle is going to go down unless we get masonry added in. Get some villagers repairing it. Very nice pressure, a very fun play from the Viper, but I think, just with some other decisions, this could all have been prevented by Ganji. We're going to get quite a mass of archers now. And Fervor and Sanctity, very important because you get that for your villagers. You'll get 15 more HP and faster movement speed. In fact, if you get Wheelbarrow and Handcart, you have the fastest villagers in the game. But this is a mistake. There's no reason to get Fervor if you don't even get Wheelbarrow. This is it cost over 100 gold to get this. This is expensive, sure, but it's worth so much. Now this army is going to be unstoppable. 4 rams, 4 Hushite wagons, 25 archers. No way that's going to be stopped from coming in. But Heresy. Oh, it was a mistake to lead out with the wagons. Disaster. A little bit of mismicro from the Viper. And this castle is going down. So good defense from Ganji. 110 villagers. We have, in my opinion, a commanding lead right now as Ganji. 6,000 more resources collected. This castle's going down. And a 70 villager advantage. Incredible. All of those archers have died. We have to keep this ram alive if we have any hope of taking down the castle. And this pond is, I guess it was all fished out, basically, but it's empty. So lots of repairing. Which can attack which faster. Fletching coming in for the Viper finally. Conquistadors coming out. Villagers coming forward. Only the 47 coming forward. That's a big investment. Lots of action going on to hold this castle. Ganji's castle has gone down. One of the monasteries has gone down. Others going to go down. And Ganji's going to lose villagers here. Conquistadors killing some archers. Some crossbows. And that was a lot of action for that castle not to go down. And we still have the trebuchets for Ganji, so I changed my mind because we didn't get that destroyed, because we didn't have any way to really back up our rams super well. Maybe keep the archers somewhere safe, micro them against the castle a bit. Oh no. This isn't a good decision. This is just throwing villagers away. This castle's not going down in its current state. The Trebs here, the conks, the missionaries. Okay, Ganji's making a big move here with these villagers migrating out of there. He sees the writing on the wall that this is not looking good for his home base. A very good decision to move away now. He's going to lose these town centers. These trebuchets are going to do a lot of work. 1 castle, 2 monasteries. All of these buildings. That is so many buildings destroyed so far. Can I check the statistics while we're in game? I don't know that I can without pro. But a huge advantage for the Viper because this castle did not go down. These trebuchets are then protected. The monks are protected. This whole base is going to go down. And here we go again. Ganji going to give it another shot. I just don't know about the composition though. It's hard to push under a castle. Imperial is on the way. Let's see which town center it's from. Must be this one. There's our Imp TC. So I think it will be researched fine. Unlike my games, where my Imp TC goes down. All those villagers there is going to be a problem. Let's see if Ganji had barely seen them. Yeah, he didn't even see the villagers, I don't think. Maybe he saw them right there. And another town center. Okay, so the Vipers had only 1 town center all the way up till 40 minutes. Dropping his 2nd and 3rds. And these guys are a little out of position. Now we're full archery ranges and siege workshops now. This is gonna go down. Lucky to get that shot off. Oh, he walls him in. Can he get him? Some ambitious moves. Oh, we researched supremacy. I missed it. Supremacy is in. We've added town centers. Has sappers come in? We need sappers as well now. Sappers is in too. This town center stands no chance. Incredible work. These villagers are dumbfounded. I guess our town will become a siege workshop. We don't need a place to sleep, feed, live life. We need siege. Now still, a 60 villager advantage, 10,000 researched, 10,000 resources collected more for Ganji. But a better KD from the Viper in both categories. And so many buildings destroyed. It's so wild. Heresy's coming in very important right now, though. Stopping the Viper from getting all these free villagers. There's a monk down here. And a cow. Put the cow here, harvest the cow. It's worth it in my opinion. Might be a couple EPM. Okay, a switch here. We're going to pikes now. I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that is. We've seen no indication of the Viper going anything cavalry besides conquistadors and missionaries, which are both ranged, so it's not a great choice. But these finally are going to deal with things. Bombard cannons, crossbows. We do have bracer and chemistry in. We're just missing the arbalest upgrade. Only thing stopping these from being fully upgraded. But right now is the chance for Ganji. If he can push everything back, he could really move in here and start showing Viper what's what. Also, we've got a kind of unprotected economy here from the Viper. Everything of Ganji's is protected or in a choke point. Would be maybe worth adding a stable or two, creating some light cav. Good micro from Ganji, but this castle's hurting. Haven't been able to convert any of those bombard cannons yet, but it's so difficult to micro. Let's see. The pikes. Just a strange choice. This Treb. Slowly destroying houses. Making Ganji housed. Might even be worth targeting the monks. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he did convert one. And ouch, this is just so hard to push. He has no castle of his own to make a Treb. Trebs would be the play here because they've got the extra range. No siege engineers either. Would be worth idling a bit for siege engineers. Our university is safe. Just make it that much harder for those monks to convert. It can keep those crossbows alive. And now we're really starting to expand around here as Ganji. A very good decision by him. But another town center for the Viper. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 town centers. Here come the rams. Or maybe not. I don't know where this ram's going. These villagers are so powerful. It's too much to handle. But finally, this castle has been pushed. Viper did make a defensive castle. Smartly so he was able to research all his texts. He would have been able to do that with the forward castle anyway. But now, the villager gap is so much closer. 108 to 122. Still, 12,000 resources more collected for Ganji. If I could click on just one. So we're missing 2 armor upgrades, but they are fully upgraded for attack. So I would still feel fine taking these on with just my crossbows. But man, those missionaries were the priority. They've been such a thorn in Ganji's side. And here we go, we've gone no stables from either player. Actually, I think there was one stable that the Viper made. Yes, because he did make a scout. Don't think there's been any from Ganji at all. This has been purely ranged game. These halbs obviously are useless. Against... I don't know about this investment into halb. It's a lot to upgrade. Okay, we are researching Hufnice. Had to change which one we were researching from, because we were going to lose it in that one. Yes, researcher from the back. Okay, we've got the second armor upgrade now for the Viper. And here we go, getting pressed again. Okay, the Viper is coming over this way. This is where things start to get crazy. Look at where Viper's going with his units. We're raiding over here, we're attacking here. Missionaries here. Raiding with the villagers here. This is a losing fight for the Bohemian villagers all day. Spanish villagers are just too strong. They're basically longswords, is how powerful they are. And once again, if you leave anything unguarded, it gets converted by the Viper. It is so smart. The redemption missionary play. So powerful. And this is too much. We're going to lose a lot of villagers here. All these conversions. This needs to be microed away. These villagers have done work. Viper now with a 20 villager lead. And the cow is still here. The cow is being tasked to attack the villagers. The Hufnice are going to handle everything that comes at them now. Still missing siege engineers. Worth it in my opinion against these missionaries especially. Okay, the archers are going to show up and finally clean up these villagers. Meanwhile, the Viper's got a lot of map control. And he's got the population lead as well now. Ganji's just not sure what comp to go for here, I feel like. Viper had a very clear plan with his comp. But Ganji's had to change here. He was going wagons, but that didn't work, so he's had to switch. Never got Wagenburg Tactics, so he couldn't run away from the conversions anyway. Missionaries are fast, so it may not have mattered. Oh, he gets one of them. One of the Hufnice. Ouch, these missionaries are just wild. Spanish cannon galleons. Viper is just so all over it. So quick to think, okay, I'm going to add docks and a cannon galleon. Deal with this. Where are they attacking? Here. And he's still microing over here with his missionaries. Ganji's being pressed now. He's really lost a lot of ground here. Being forced into the corner. Ballistics is in. You can see this is where the Viper's microing. It's all in vain anyway. But the Spanish cannon galleon's going to be impossible to deal with on that lake. Really a problem letting him get control of this shore. But what do you do against these villagers? They're unkillable. Still harassing over there. Katie is still in Ganji's favor. 11,000 more resources collected still. 22 Spanish villagers and a cow are attacking this castle. Now, you don't have masonry and you don't have hoardings in yet. These cannon galleons are just handling everything as well over here. The villagers are just destroying buildings over here too. This castle is going to go down. We don't have murder holes. Oh, and Ganji's just a little too slow to get over here. The repair villagers are coming. It's too late. It has been destroyed by 20 villagers. This Hussite wagon's going to go down. These archers are going to go down. These ranges are going to go down. This barracks is going to go down. This army is just not meant to deal with these villagers. It's just too weak. Another Hufnicha dead. Vil fighting against Spanish Vils, a losing strategy. These cannon galleons are now elite. Viper with a commanding lead. Despite being down 70 villagers at one point, still being down 9,000 resources collected. At one point was down 12,000 resources collected. Is just spamming and flooding with villagers. We're not making it anything else anymore. We're just making villagers. Murder holes is in now. No hoardings, no architecture. You must get hoardings, though, right? Nope, you don't get hoardings. You must get masonry at least, though. You've got this university doing nothing. Amazing. This monk. Oh my heavens, it is just doing work. That is so powerful. Wow. Alright, our army comp is going to be hand cannoneers. But once again, they're just generic. Not looking good for Ganji. Of course, he's going to play it out, though, because it is a tournament. 6 town centers producing villagers. 141 vills. Another conversion. I don't even know where this is happening. Viper's just all over it. These cannon galleons are wild. And here comes the cow. Again, I told you it was important to know how many cows were on the map. But this is a good composition against hand cannons. Or against the villagers, rather. Letting them be attacked, though, not a great plan. Fortunately, Murder Holes is in. Okay, here's a good raid going to happen. A very good move by Ganji. If we can stop this farming eco, we can stop these villager raids. Viper now dropping 2 more castles. So many villagers here, and masonry still hasn't been researched. We don't even have horse collar. Wheelbarrow, I think, came in way too late. It's not looking good for Ganji. I think Ganji had something like 100 villagers before he researched Wheelbarrow. Way too slow to get that. Probably missed out on even more resources collected. But these villagers just don't stop. They just keep coming. All we're making is villagers and skirmishers now. We're even out of our missionaries. They got killed off. Raids over here. Everything going down here. This town's been leveled. Houses even. All that remains are lumber camps, mining camps, and mills. And Viper does have 3 relics. Collecting gold. 2,800 gold collected. 0 relic gold from Ganji. Viper sees the raids. What happened to the... Oh my word, it's just... Everything is going in Viper's favor here. And here comes the siege. Here comes the siege. 28 villagers. We saw how quickly it went down with 20 villagers. Still no masonry. Viper's researching cavalry armor, but he doesn't have any stables, it looks like. Just destroying everything. This castle will not last. Viper's so smart to just be making all these villagers, because Ganji has not had an answer. Fortunately for Ganji, he does have murder holes. And here's just a non-stop flow of skirmishers and villagers. These cannon galleons have taken care of all the buildings here. These villagers have taken all the buildings here. Ganji is on his last leg. And the craziest part is the kill-death ratio, the resources collected, all in Ganji's favor. Wow. I just don't know that these trebuchets will last against the villagers, you know. This was the good part about Hufnicha. But Spanish. Amazing. Completely pressed through all of this. Ganji only has 79 villagers right now. And only 14 on food. Still no horse collar. That is going to cost him. Even still. Even after the hour mark. Those house walls did not last. Everything the Viper's got is pressing against this castle. And then slowly we're going to be pushing against all this. Plus these cannon galleons are unstoppable. It's really hard to see a way for Viper to win. That's got to be all she wrote. Another wave of siege comes in. This castle goes down. And frankly, the Viper could have switched to cavalry a long time ago and just won this game. No, quicker. Oh, that's... There goes the trebuchets. And skirms. Spanish elite skirmishers are fully upgradable. So it's a perfect choice against the hand cannoneer. The GG comes in from Ganji. Wow. What a game. What a game. I'm just going to zoom out and we can look at that whole screen again. Very, very wild. Now, villagers are not considered infantry, so they do not have... They don't take any bonus damage from hand cannoneers. I have to wonder whether it was the right decision. It may have been better to just go arbalest for the faster attack, and then they don't cost any food. And then you've also even got more range with them, so you could deal with any missionaries that show up more easily. Wow. Hand cannoneers, I think, do move faster, though, than arbalesters. But one more look out here, and then we'll look at the statistics. Viper initially behind, Viper behind by 70 villagers. Even still, 6,000 behind in resources collected. It was just played so well with the redemption missionaries. Ganji didn't have an answer. Didn't have an answer at all. I know you don't really want to go cavalry as Bohemians, because they're not great. You miss bloodlines. You don't get hussar. You miss the last armor. But you have to answer the monks with something. More monks of your own even would have been the play, potentially, just converting away all the missionaries. Very wild. A very well played game by the Viper. So let's look at the statistics. 216 skirms at the end of the day. Too bad it doesn't show villagers, because those were definitely the most made unit. Still, the better kill-death ratio for Ganji. The buildings. 89 buildings destroyed. That's crazy. 0 relic gold. I thought Ganji had captured that relic. Was it never in a monastery? I guess not. He had made the monks for it, but he just never... Oh, I keep clicking on that. Hold on. Sorry. And then we'll look at these last few statistics. Yeah, that fast imperial, those trebs, may have been the turning point. Just being unable to deal with those trebuchets. That could have been the cost of the game. Alright, well thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this change of pace. A very fun match. Bohemians are a fantastic civilization, super strong, one of the best on Arabia, but even so, Viper showed us that you can beat them with Spanish. No problem. Alright, well I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this cast. Goodbye.